Ever felt a chill because a pile of clothes in the corner suddenly looked like a person crouching in the dark? It wasn't just your imagination playing tricks. It was your brain actively hallucinating to fill in the gaps of your missing vision. When you walk into a pitch-black room, your eyes don't just stop working. They struggle to find any data point they can cling to. In this state of sensory deprivation, your visual cortex enters a high alert mode where it prioritizes speed over accuracy. Instead of showing you nothing, your brain utilizes a survival mechanism called predictive processing to guess what's in the darkness. It pulls from your deepest memories and most common expectations to render a 3D environment that might not even exist. This is why a simple coat hanging on the back of your door can suddenly morph into a tall, menacing figure when the lights are low. Your brain is essentially running a high-stakes simulation, deciding that it is safer to mistake a household object for a predator than to miss a real threat. It stitches together fragmented shadows and blurry shapes into a cohesive, often terrifying image based on your internal library of fears. You aren't seeing with your eyes at this point. You are seeing with your subconscious. Neuroscientists have found that the brain actually sends more signals down from the prefrontal cortex to the eyes than it receives up from the eyes to the brain. This top-down processing means that your expectations heavily dictate your physical reality. If you've been watching horror movies or feeling anxious, your brain is primed to see monsters in every corner. It's a feedback loop where the brain's own predictions become the very things you perceive as solid objects in the room. Interestingly, the fear usually hits you before the image even fully forms in your mind. This is because the amygdala, your brain's emotional alarm system, reacts to the missing information before the visual cortex has time to debunk it. Your heart rate spikes and your adrenaline flows before you've even consciously identified the monster in the corner. By the time you realize it's just a chair, your body is already in a full fight-or-flight response, proving that your brain trusts its own guesses more than the light. Think of your brain like an artist trying to finish a painting with only half the colors available. It uses the surrounding context, like the height of a shadow or the shape of a door frame, to fill in the missing strokes of the landscape. This filling-in phenomenon isn't limited to the dark. It happens every day in your blind spots. However, the darkness removes the corrective data of light, allowing your brain's creative and often darker side to take full control of the canvas. The next time you lose sleep over a suspicious shape in your room, remember that your mind is just trying to protect you. It would rather scare you with a false alarm than leave you vulnerable to the unknown. Your survival throughout evolution has depended on this ability to turn shadows into stories and patterns into predators. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to the incredible, predictive power of the human machine operating at its limit. If you enjoyed learning about how your brain tricks you, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the human mind. Let me know in the comments, what is the scariest thing you've ever seen in the dark that turned out to be nothing?